Today, we talk about Shovel Knight, and we go over the finals. Your turn.
I was waiting for you to see me say so. Also, we're going to go over. We're also going to go over some 10-second Ninja. I played that game. I got to tell you about it. And yes, the finals is going to be awesome to go over because we're super excited about it. It's actually been really fun. So it's going to be a great show, guys. If you can remember, make sure you like and subscribe. Leave some comments down below and get ready because we got a good one for you coming right on up.
Welcome to GGrated. Let's go.
Hello, welcome to GGrated. We hope you enjoy the show. Now here are the hosts.
Hey, welcome to GGrated. Welcome to the show. I am Gray, and this is Gino. What's up, Gino?
What's up, man? I thought I heard like two of the songs. I was like, when is it going to end? When is it going to end?
Dude, it was glitching out like crazy. We'll fix it in post.
I think I messed up too. I got a little fat fingered over here and played the outro song.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you have a live show and you're coming at people live and you're showing the real rawness of reality, man. Come on, let's go.
I like it.
I just drink the Olipop. Look at that. It's delicious.
What is that? What is that?
It's Olipop. It's basically like a healthy soda, dude. It tastes just like root beer, only 35 calories. Let's go. Let me tell you what it's got in it.
Look at that plug-in. Look at that. Listen to that plug-in you got going on.
It's got cassava root fiber, chicory root, inulin, Jerusalem artichoke inulin, nopal cactus, marshmallow root, candela flower, konzulu root, cassava root syrup, apple juice concentrate, natural root, beer flavor, lemon juice, bardock root, stevia leaf, Himalayan pink sea salt, natural vanilla flavor, and sweet birch extract. Let's go. It sounds like I was rapping for a second. Cassava root, chicory root.
You just kept going, and it's like, I don't know what even a 3/4 of what you just said is or whatever, but I bet it's good because if you got a whole bunch of things and you don't know what's in it, you know it's going to be
like
good,
natural
right?
ingredients, man. And then also have Dr. D's, brought to you by Dr. D's Delicious Gut Support, crisp apple. It's
you
got.
Know what that makes me want to say.
I was about to run through.
You know what that makes me want to say? Dr. D's what?
Okay, I'll stop. Dr. D's. I also have some nuts to eat with them. You know, good combo. Dr. D's and nuts.
Bro, stop. Stop it.
What? I was talking about like.
Don't spit your drink out.
I was talking about like almonds.
Half your screens don't go out at that point when you spit on it.
Anyways,
guys. Thank you for stopping in and enjoying the show with us today. We have a great one. We're going to do some discussions on some games that we've played that we like and that we're about to play coming up later as well. But it's nice to have you. Episode 19. Can you believe it? Episode 19.
It's crazy. 19. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they said after you get past 20, then you've like hit a milestone. So, dude, let's get to 20 and then there and beyond.
Absolutely. Guys, we still got to the end of the year. I do want to throw this out here till the end of the year. To get to 100 subscribers, we picked up a few more as well. Guys, if we get to 100, Gray will shave his head.
I will.
We will hold him down if we have to. He will shave his head. So, hey, 100 subscribers, guys. Tell your buddies, tell your moms, tell your dads, tell your cousin, tell your cow. I don't care.
Tell your grease it, granny.
Hit that subscribe button, guys, and thanks for stopping in. What do you have for us first, Gray?
First, we need to go over gaming moment of the week, and until we get our own custom, like thingamajig, we've been experimenting with this. So I have some others, like I have, these and stuff. I have all of those, and these oldies but goodies. But we're gonna do something a little different, and it might sound a little something like this. Gaming moment of the week. What about that?
I like it. I like that, man. Bring on the next segment. Yeah, there
Next
you go.
segment.
Bring on the next
Game moment of the week. I have a little game, dude, that is called Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight is a side-scrolling platformer where you play a knight who has the weapon of a shovel, and you go through different maps, digging up treasure, defeating enemies. You have boss battles. It's excellent, dude. I got addicted to this game. It's even got some story elements to it where you're trying to find your significant other who's called the Shield Knight, and there's an evil witch who's got like magic powers. Huh?
I don't mean to stop you.
Okay,
cut you off. I just want to make sure I follow you.
Yeah.
So where is this game available though? First of all, is this another one of these? You find a lot of these mobile games that kind of like really have story aspects to it, like you just said. Is this another mobile, or is this like a Steam game, or is this a console game? Or
so
I mean, do you know?
actually discovered this game because I was downloading some Wii U games from my Wii U emulator on the Steam Deck.
Okay.
Mostly so that my son can play. If you're watching the video podcast, in the background you can see Breath of the Wild going on the TV. And that's because my son, here, I'll get a little shot of him. He's over here playing. Wait, where'd it go?
Yeah.
He's over here playing.
Flipped it over.
My phone's being crazy. He's over here gaming away, playing some Breath of the Wild. And so I found Shovel Knight. There's a new, easier way to download these games. And I found it, and I was like, whoa, what is this junk? It looks awesome. It was actually listed on, like, I think the top 20 games ever on the Wii U or something like that.
Oh,
and then I also
which
saw...
is probably 25 games total, but,
right.
you know.
And then I also saw that it's on Steam. To get what I downloaded would cost you $40 on Steam. But I downloaded it, and dude, I like it so much that I might buy it anyway.
Before, though.
Huh?
But you already bought the game before, though, so it there ain't no reason to buy again. So you might as well just get the ROM.
Well, I might buy it on Steam.
Yeah.
But
there you go.
It's pretty awesome. it's a great game. Just to kind of go over it a little bit, it's by Yacht Club Games. And they have a bunch of games like this. They actually have another one on Steam that's kind of a platformer like this that I want to get. I forget the name of it. It's on my wish list. But just to go over what this is, it says that... where's it at? So it was like a little breakdown of what the game's about. And I lost it. But anyways, I've been playing this a lot. It's very addictive. It can be very hard at times. You're building up treasures so that you can upgrade your knight. You can equip different armor. You can learn different magical abilities. And depending on what kind of boss or like enemy or map level you're trying to traverse, those magical abilities will come in handy for you to get past these levels. So there's a bit of strategy involved, and also building up your gold and stuff so that you can buy these different abilities so that you can get through different levels. So it's really cool like that because it's not only like a mindless platformer, but you got to put some thought into it. You got to be able to hit the buttons fast on certain parts. Just a really addictive, well done, great gameplay, great aesthetics, great story game. So I really like it. I beat it as the Shovel Knight. Now I can beat it as some other characters in the game, and I'm excited to go through and 100% complete this game.
So they have like a new game kind of plus where you can go with other characters, or it's just, is it the same story? Do you know, I don't know if you know this yet because you just beat it, but do you go through the same story with a different character, or is it a different story for each character?
I think it's a different story because you play as other characters, and I think it's like a prequel to you playing as the Shovel Knight. And I will also say that the ending as the Shovel Knight is a really cool ending. There's like a twist that you don't see. It's great, man. It's worth the play. So
I like the fact that it has a good story element to it, man. Any game that kind of has a good story. I mean, I'm going to get crucified for saying this, but Modern Warfare games,
Yeah.
right? Call of Duty games. They're known for the multiplayer, right? Aspect of it. But guess what they always do? They always do a campaign, even if it's 30 minutes, like the last one they just got released. They still do a campaign, and it's usually pretty good for the time that they do it, right? And that's what I like about these games is, you might have all these multiplayers and all, but if a game has a good story element to it, you get a lot of fans from that, and they want a 2 or 3, kind of like Triangle Strategy and all that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
all these different games get 2s and 3s and 4s because they have such a great story to it. So just because of that aspect, I'm just saying something that I took out of what you told me. Just having that great story and that twist at the end kind of raised my eyebrows a little bit. It's like, oh, I need to try this game out. So
Bro, I think you would really like it. I really do. It's a great game, and it really didn't take that long to beat. I mean, I did play it quite a bit, but I beat it within a week of me kind of playing every day some, and you could probably get through it a lot faster if you just wanted to like streamline through it, but I wanted to unlock all the magical abilities and all that stuff. Had a great time. Okay, buddy, I will help you after my podcast.
So I didn't realize that. I didn't realize this, but it's 8-bit. Is it like an 8-bit design?
Yes, it is
Show me.
8-bit graphical style. Really well
Has the
done,
detail
really
animation.
colorful. There's a lot of detail in the environments, and the gameplay is money, dude. I mean, it feels really, really good.
So the synopsis is saying it bridges the gap between yesterday and today's games. And man, I feel like you and me really fall in love with those kind of games, kind of like Sea of Stars is what I think of.
Yes,
Kind of that yesterday
exactly.
look with the today's look. And I feel like these are getting more and more popular, man. Having these games to play. You know?
Mm-hmm. I concur.
Gray is over there being dad, number one dad over
I had
there,
to multitask a little bit.
helping out Shep, trying to get him through that level. If everybody can, I don't know if everybody can see, obviously, if you listen to the podcast, but he's got his son literally hooked up with Breath of the Wild on a second screen behind him, just going at it, man. And I was talking to him before the podcast. I was like, man, is that Breath of the Wild on the screen? He's like, yes, and my son's playing it. Like, no big deal. And I'm like sitting over here, like gushing over here, like, dude, that's awesome, And he's like, yeah, I got it set up so it's unlimited stamina and like no damage being taken or something, right? Is that what you said?
I got
No
it
damage.
set up on
So he's
Simu, so you can add those things, and it actually looks a little bit prettier than
a little bit of
you would
mods
be able to play it. Yeah, it looks really good
on the Switch.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah,
I
so
didn't want to say that. I do think that the Switch is awesome, but you can push some more graphical power into it using the CMU emulator. So
yeah, and it's pretty cool that he can just run around, just kind of do his own thing, and you don't really have to worry, unless there's some puzzles. Which there's puzzles in Breath of the Wild, but either way, that is super cool that you're doing that. So he had to take a time out for a second and help his son defeat a boss. Was it a boss he was stuck on, or a puzzle, or what?
So he's stuck in a. What are the places called that you got to do the puzzles and stuff, and you can unlock the orbs?
Oh, the shrines.
The shrines. So he's in a shrine that I've already beat. So he's just kind of exploring in there, and he got to the end where there's supposed to be the monk, and there wasn't a monk there. And I'm like, yeah, let's just exit you out of here so you can go do something else.
Well, I've already beat that, buddy.
Yeah, I've been there, done that, kid. Yeah.
But man, that's a pretty cool game. I think going into kind of the games that you could discover that you tell me about, I didn't realize. I guess it's been a long time back. You told me about this 10-second ninja game.
Yes, dude. Tell me about 10-second ninja.
So I decided to go through. It was late at night, and I was like, man, let me go on Steam and just see if there's some small game that I could play. This game was on sale for like a 99 cents or $1.99, something like that. Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, let me try it out. It looked pretty cool. I watched some trailers. So pretty much it's kind of like that 8-bit kind of aesthetic to it. Same kind of thing like you're talking about. Runs very smooth, but it's a simple concept. It's kind of reminds me of a mobile game, obviously, but there's a little. I don't know if there's exactly a story aspect to it.
Oh yeah,
do you know? There is?
I think there is.
Well,
I mean, it's not a deep story, but Yeah.
Well, there's like 6 levels, okay? And each level has like 10, like, or maybe 5 to 10 like maps, I guess you can say. Like these are platform 2D maps. So you have a certain time limit that there'll be like 6 bad ninjas that's on this level. And
Mm-hmm.
you have to run and find the best way to kill all these ninjas, like either cut them or throw ninja stars at
Mm-hmm.
them. And the quicker you do it, the more stars you get. So it kind of reminds me of like a, like an Angry Birds. You know how if you get
Mm-hmm.
if you kill all the pigs, you get, and the more damage you do, you get more stars, and then the more you get on each level, it
Mm-hmm.
allows you to go to the next stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty cool, the aspect of, it's a very quick kind of game. It's not something you really delve into too much, right? You kind of invested in it at the time, trying to get a little bit better with the speed kind of aspect to it. And then once it's done, it's done. It's no big deal. You're not finding a need of like, oh, I need to go back and complete this or not. But man, it really, for like an hour and a half, it satisfied my craving of like, let me play something different that's not the same.
Yeah.
That's not why I have to invest all my time into, just something quick to give me some fun. And it
Right.
was it was kind of it was great, man, honestly. So
Yeah, it's I would consider it one of those games that can get you in that flow state to where you kind of zone out because you're having to push these buttons like right at the right
yeah.
time so that you can get the fastest time. Like in that aspect, it reminds me a lot of Mirror's Edge where you're trying
Yeah,
to
it
like
does. That's what it
shave
reminded me
every
of.
little bit of time off so that you can get all those stars. And by the way, I am the Mirror's Edge champion out of the group. Just saying. But anyways.
He says he is, but
No, like I really
I
am.
heard that old Clayville and all of them,
Cleveland didn't beat
Clayville
my
and old
time, boy.
Blaze, they was pushing pretty good on that Mirror's Edge.
Yeah.
So if y'all watch one of my videos on YouTube, I can go back and look. He has episode 1 of 2 posted so far of our trip last year to Micro Center in Atlanta. And
Yeah.
on the way back though, I didn't have my Steam Deck at that point, but Blaze and Gray had theirs. So all 3 of them, while I was driving on the way back, was literally going tit for tat on Mirror's Edge, and they actually beat a lot of records.
Yeah, dude, we were going back and forth.
I was
Like we
going
would
back
beat
and
each
forth
other's
pretty good.
time and then go on, and then the next person would beat their time. So it was very competitive and
It
fun.
it was
Love
on
that
like a what,
game.
Xbox 360 game, right? I
I think it
think.
originally came out on that or that and
Yeah,
like maybe PlayStation 3 at the time.
yeah.
But yeah, dude, that's awesome though. I'm glad you got into 10 Second Ninja. It's cool. Like what did you think about the story of was it Redbeard the pirate that he's up
See,
against?
I didn't understand it. It was kind of like he looks like a Hitler, and he's talking a bunch of mess. It was very, very corny at the very beginning. I was like, "What?" The sound
Yeah.
was kind of annoying. The sound was annoying at the very beginning when he's in the audience talking about, "We got to kill the ninja to dominate the world, take over." It's the
Uh-huh.
it's the it's the common, "We need to kill this person to take over the world" kind of story,
Yeah.
and kind of like a Sonic the Hedgehog, with
That's exactly
Dr.
who I
Eggman,
thought about was
Dr.
Sonic and
Eggman.
Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Robotnik. Yeah. And so after that was done, I was like, I don't know what's going on, but hey, this is pretty fun. Let me keep playing, and I just kept playing it and playing it and playing it. And I realized at the end, I went through all the stages, and it says you have to get 3 more stars at that point. So
Mhm.
I was just trying to get one and just kind of get through the game real quick and beat it.
Mhm.
But I had to go back, and once I got enough for the next stage, I was like, "Oh, let me save this, and I'll come back to it another time when I
Yeah,
need to." So
it's
it's fun though.
it's pretty funny how the story develops and like how it ends. Like it's really silly and funny. So I really enjoyed my time with it. And there's
I'm gonna
extra stages you can play after you get done. That aren't a part of the story mode. It's just if you want to beat the extra ones, then you can. But
I'm gonna have to try that again then, and give it
yeah,
a chance. But if you're on YouTube, I'm sure you've seen already some of the trailers for this 10 Second Ninja. But hey, if you have not played the game and you just want a quick little fun, download it. It's a blast, and it'll be worth it.
word
Especially for $1.99.
for
Can't
real.
beat
Well,
that.
that's
you know.
yeah. Dude, for real. And it's a great Steam Deck game too. Excellent play on Steam
Yeah.
Deck.
Yep.
But anyways, what do you say we go into our GG rating review? I don't know what you want to call it because we're not really doing a review, but kind of our GG rating overview of the finals.
Let's go, dude.
Let's go. Overview. Making my own sound effects.
I like it. I like it. We're from Alabama. That's allowed. We're from Alabama.
Ding, 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 ding. Overview. Here we go.
Here we go. Guys, the finals, I don't know exactly when it came out, but Josh brought me to the attention of the finals, and we decided to play it a little bit last night. And I have to say, I like it.
Yeah.
It's not look, let me hear real quick. I gotta say it.
Don't say
because
it.
Everybody knows.
Please
I
don't
have
say
to.
it.
I have to.
Don't do it.
It's not on the line of Apex.
Oh my gosh.
But,
why, dude? Why?
But listen.
Come on, man.
When I first played, I was waiting on Gray to get on. I went ahead and downloaded it, and I played it. And I believe that the movement is great. Okay, you cannot beat the movement because it's kind of the same. You got the slide cancel and everything. You got the grapple hooks going up to the top. You got some special abilities and stuff. But shooting mechanics is something that needs working with, right? The aiming and stuff. I feel like the middle class has really good aiming, like too good. And then you got the heavy, which is great, but they're really just too slow. You can't just play just heavies, so you have to have a light, and the light is just fast. That's the only good thing about the light is super fast to grab the. And I'll let you go over the mechanics and what it's about. But there's a light. Let me give you a little brief rundown. There's 3 characters you can pick: light, medium, or heavy. And the light person, they all have their perks, right? But the light person, I played for the first 4 matches. And man, you get killed instantly on the map with the light person. So I felt like the medium is kind of the, best of both worlds. But I'm sure Gray's got another opinion because I know he played heavy a good bit as well.
I really started to enjoy heavy, and I enjoy the different game mode that we played. At first, we were playing a game mode to where I don't even know which one it was, but it wasn't as fun as this other one we're playing where you're trying to build up money and deposit it. And whoever has the most money at the end wins. And it's 3 or 4 teams of 3 on 3 on 3 on 3. Is that right? Or I'm trying to think.
3v3. It's 3 teams.
It's
3
teams
people
of
on
3.
each team.
Yeah. And so obviously the different classes will complement each other on how you play, especially if you play together. And I really think that I enjoy playing heavy because of being able to hit that Q button, and run through walls is addictive.
We got video of this too that we're going to throw on this YouTube on this podcast just so you can see it. So I'm going to throw it up right now so you can see that.
Okay.
But it's pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie.
Dude, and cool like you can literally knock players through walls using that Q, because usually heavy, if you're playing as a heavy player, you're going to be playing as an overweight gentleman or lady. And they don't run that fast. They're able to absorb more damage, I do believe.
Yes.
But hitting that Q, they lift up their hands and then they go and they charge, and you can bust through walls. Oh, by the way, this whole environment is destructible too. So like, let's just say you need to get down a floor. You can being a heavy, you have a sledgehammer. You can bang the ground and bust a hole in the floor and just drop down.
So it's a multiplayer game, but let me just throw out here. So Gray, when he's talking about sledgehammering, like using the sledgehammer first time, okay, when he got it, I don't know if you remember this, Gray. I have it recorded, so I have to throw it. But he busts open a wall. He's like, we're like, whoa, that's awesome, man. We can go through any wall now. So they go through the wall, but they take a left. Me, I go through the wall. He knocks out a wall that's on the edge of like just a pit, like just a straight pit all the way to your death. So I'm like, oh, let me go through the wall. Go through the wall, and I just fall. And as I'm falling, Gray's like, hey, Gino, make sure you don't go straight right there because you're gonna fall down. I'm like, too late, too late. Thanks for the heads up.
Thankfully, though, like, so after you die, it drops a little doll, and that doll is the point that you go to revive.
Like a little statue or
so
something,
your
right?
doll, I actually watched it. It flew up from the bottom of the map, and it landed at the wall that you just went through, so that I was able to revive you.
It flies back up and lands there.
Yeah,
so
dude, it was crazy.
Right
it was like, shoo, it just went back to where it was actually back on the map, so that you could.
Yeah, because I remember you saying, "Don't worry, I got you, man. I'll just revive you."
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, man, like, we barely scratched the surface of it. We're actually gonna play some tonight and try to get some more footage of it. But it's a new game that just came out of alpha, called the Finals, and I think it's going to be a really fun team game, especially if you have like friends who are all on there together working with strategy. We actually managed in our last game we played last night.
Somebody wants you to beat a level for them right now,
which was cool. What is it now?
I said somebody. I think somebody wants you to beat a level for them
as
well.
This is my other boy. You can see him on the camera. Wait,
are you kidding?
He's coming up the steps with his mama.
There he is. You got it upside down. Oh, there we go.
I don't know why it's doing that. There he is.
Hello.
Hey, boy. So
he wants to be on the podcast.
He wants to come on. You can be on the pod.
What's up, buddy?
He's crazy. But anyways, that's why we recorded a bit early tonight, so that I could play with him before he goes to bed.
Yeah.
But dude, man, I'm super excited about the finals. I'm excited to play with you guys tonight, and I'm hoping everybody else is enjoying it too. At first, when I started playing it, I will say, when I first started it by myself, I did not like it. Like, I was like, this is trash. But you really have to dive in and kind of learn the mechanics. And once I did that and worked with my team, man, like, I'm really starting to enjoy it, and I think I'm going to stick with it for a while. Because I don't, like, I got 2 games, or like 1 game that I play often is Halo, and kind of that's a game that I stick with. But I want a game that I can like upgrade more stuff and kind of do maybe a faster battle pass. And it looks like this has a pretty good battle pass on it where you can upgrade guns and abilities and all that. So I'm excited to dive into it.
Well, I agree with that. Coming with the battle pass, the only thing with the battle pass I felt like, and I mentioned it last night when we was playing, is it was kind of slow. Like, we played like 10 matches and we're still not even past level 1 yet on the battle pass. But I think the game strides, and this is just what I'm learning so far, is if you have 2 other buddies with you. If you're playing by yourself, I played a few by myself, and it just did not go on the same level as whenever you and me and Daniel was playing last night. And that was a blast, man, because you actually there's a strategy to this game. You cannot just go run and gun on this game. And it's a first person shooter. In case we haven't mentioned that, I'm sorry, but it's a first person shooter multiplayer game. They don't have a battle royale. I'm kind of sad about that. I think it would really do good if they had one, but they have these other different game modes, which is really fun. And you can run around and you strategize depending if you have light, medium build, or heavy build. And what I like about your heavy build, Gray, is the fact that you can always lay the barricades out in front.
Yes, exactly.
You know, and then so what it is, I'll just give a brief description. There's a game mode where you can try to get this ATM aspect. Think of it like an ATM. And you get money from it. Once you get the money, you have to deposit that money into your ATM. Well, once you get the money out of the big ATM, the other team is trying to kill you to get that money. So the good thing with heavies, which was pretty cool, is Gray will lay down barricades and everything around, and then he can knock out the wall from behind, and we can just follow him out the wall where they didn't have a hole or anywhere to go beforehand. Now we got somewhere to go. So there's so many different elements to this game, and that's what I like. You can go up on the roof. There's grapples all the way up to the top of these buildings. They got jump pads that you can put out that you can jump to the top. I mean, it's a top to down difference. You can throw pyro grenades to make fire all over the place. You can shoot rocket launchers that actually take out the roof because, like you said, everything is demolition style.
Yep.
And I just love that aspect to it on this game. I think it's something that is very unique.
Yeah. And I will say that I had to get the hang of my play style with the heavy. Is at first you start out with a heavy machine gun, and I wasn't doing that great with it. I mean, it did a lot better up close where you can just kind of pray and spray. But I found that, so if I replaced that, I replaced it with the sledgehammer, and I also have a RPG that you can't just use it over and over. It's got to like recharge or whatever. So I'm able to hit that, and then I hit Q, and then I charge at the person and cut the distance if that RPG didn't kill him, and then I pull out the sledgehammer and finish him off. So that's kind of how I'm playing the heavy, and then by then all of my buddies are there by me, and I can kind of like come back and wait on my stuff to like recharge so that I can come back in the fight while they're going back ahead of me. So there's some play style there to where I can cause a lot of damage, then I got to kind of retreat and let my other buddies do some work. So that's kind of my style with it.
It's a fun game, guys. We're going to have some more gameplay later tonight. We're going to have some recorded. I had some from last night as well. I'll throw up here. But definitely check out our channel. We'll be releasing some a video on some gameplay and just showing y'all about the finals. So definitely check that out if you can. And also, we just released yesterday a new video, a new Christmas video for all the parents out there to kind of help them out for buying new video games for their kids for this Christmas to open up in Christmas morning. So the ages range from 4 to 16 plus, if I'm right. 4 to 16 plus. So if you haven't seen that video, make sure you check it out on our channel. Make sure you hit a like, subscribe. Make sure you share it. There might be some parents that don't really know too much about these games because they don't play games themselves, but their kids do. So definitely check it out. Share it with them. Let them know. Tell them about. We left some links in the description on that video as well, so it can take you straight to the website and you can know which game to buy. So okay.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, check them all out. And if you need to reach out to us, you can reach out at ggratedchannel@gmail.com. I think that about wraps us up for today. It's a quick and short one because we're going to play some games and spend some time with our kids and all that good stuff. So
absolutely. Absolutely. So with that being said, Gray, it was a good one. Guys, thank you for stopping in. Thank you for listening to us for another week, episode 19. We got episode 20 coming next week. Make sure you stop in again. Sunday nights on Twitch, Monday morning, 7 a.m. The video drops on YouTube. Thank you. Y'all have a good one.
God bless and goodbye. We don't have any outro music, so
these sound effects, man, are great.